About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Tim, we're in the middle of a grueling NBA season. What's a challenge the fans might not realize?
Well, it's just that grind, PA, mentally and physically.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. We know Embiid never misses a chance to show up for his team's fans. And this season, he's going the extra mile by committing to winning every home game he plays in. That's a pretty bold objective.
And I have to respect Embiid's attitude. Taking aim at such an ambitious goal, being rock solid at home is going to take a lot of focus and hard work from the squad. But if anyone can lead them to being one of the more dominant home teams around, it's Embiid.
Taking a look at the Jazz, they've got Isaiah Hartenstein, Bailey out there with Filipowski. Then it's Collier, and it's Peterson in at the shooting guard position. Well, we know that players will often hit a wall at some point, coach, in the season. When does that happen for coaches?
Yeah, maybe on opening night, Kevin. No, there's so much work that goes into it in the offseason. Opening night is almost a sigh of relief. But that feeling of relief does go away pretty quick.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. Embiid taking flight.
Jazz trail by 14. Here's Peterson. He had 15 points last out. Bailey with a wide-open look. Another miss by Utah.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Golden State moving it around. And here's MT for 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Collier. Now, Filipowski. There's a good screen. And it's Collier missing.
Guys, this shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk.
Sire.
Yeah. It was a good day. Never thought God ever.
Things over. The first week of the new year. Here's a brand new look at the power rankings. We look at San Antonio. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
Now, here's MT. Game an incredible scoring display for him.
He was very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Porter comes to help. Pass to Peterson. Here's Hartenstein. Defended by Richard. Looking to end.
They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
Well, as the saying goes, got to give the people what they want. MP is looking to reward his hometown fans' dedication by putting on a show. And most importantly, bringing home a win. Not just tonight, but he's determined to win a ton here at home.
I think it's a really admirable goal to be a truly fearsome home team. Not just because it intimidates your opponents, but because it shows MP's commitment to delivering for these fans. He knows they're here to see their team win big, and so that's what he wants to deliver for them night after night inside this arena.
So the Jazz 5 right now. They've got Kyle Filipowski. He's out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. Bailey out there with Collier. And it's Peterson in at the 2. Here's Collier. Oh, great D that time from MP.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
The 3. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
Pass to Filipowski. Utah moving the ball around. And the 3 off target.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Counted. Kuminga's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Collier, covered by MP. We know MP never misses a chance to show up for his team's fans. And this season, he's going the extra mile by committing to winning every home game he plays in. That's a pretty bold objective.
And I have to respect MP's attitude. Taking aim at such an ambitious goal, being rock solid at home is going to take a lot of focus and hard work from this squad. But if anyone can lead them to being one of the more dominant home teams around, it's MP.
So on the floor for Utah. Bailey out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Collier. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Peterson in at the 2 guard. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important.
And another one falls.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up, moving up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Kuminga, back to MP. On the wing, Porter. The shot's good, Austin making the play. Porter's got 8 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this one.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty. Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
outside, Markkanen. Into the lane. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And so here is Golden State. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's Collier. Give him 8. And midway through the season, is this the point in the schedule where players start to feel some fatigue set in?
Oh, yeah. The adrenaline of the beginning of the year has worn off at this point. Everybody is feeling it. This is when you're counting on that preseason condition.
And got it! Another basket! And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. So it's Utah now. 1:33 left in the first quarter here. To stop the run, the kick out to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Can't hit the corner 3.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that hit.
Porter gets the bucket.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Porter's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. Over to the left wing. Utah moving the ball around. They set the screen. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Austin's gotten all 5 of his shots to go from long range so far. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Markkanen sets a screen for 3. Collier. And it's MP with a rebound. Austin's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
For 3, Collier. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
But I can't fly if I'm trying. I don't speak unless the truth is that my mind lying.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. They've got Williams. He's out there with Lauri Markkanen, and it's Hanley in at the 5, down low.
Well, everyone knows Gordon is a gifted dunker. I mean, guess the defense just needed a little reminder.
And the Jazz with possession here. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Markkanen for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A.
Another one goes! Incredible!
And that ties him for the 4th most points in a single season.
An extended scoring tear for him. We're witnessing one of the greatest offensive years ever. Pass to Markkanen. From the arc. The Jazz again can't hit. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Good! That's another bucket!
It's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the 4th highest scoring season of all time. It's Markkanen on the wing, looking to end the run. Again, Markkanen missing. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And Williams over to help. Nice shot by Kuminga.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Utah has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Pass to Markkanen. From outside the arc.
Other song is not the music I'm listening to. It's on the game with this.
Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. So on the floor for Utah. They've got Lowry, Markkanen, so Williams out there, and it's Dantley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Another miss by Utah.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Out to the right wing. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves had a nice performance. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he's really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for a different measure. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
Williams outside. The Warriors pull it in. Olsen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, just another thing MP does for this team. Space the floor.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Utah. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Pass to Collier. Williams, a screen on Kuminga. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the triple. The Jazz with another miss.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
From past the arc. Lofkin, no good. Here's Collier. No good. And they can't put him into this drought.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Here's Buffkin. A three-pointer is right on target. Buffkin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Collier. 8 points for him. Here's Dantley. Picked by Markkanen. On the wing, Markkanen. Another miss by Utah.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Now, here's Markkinen. Nothing on the board. Pass to Collier. Just 5 to shoot. But Jazz need to get off a shot here. Misses from the corner.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach. My goodness, Aaron Gordon putting on a show.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And Gordon over to help. On offense, here are the Jazz. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up again.
They're going to play 94 feet of defense here. They're going to try to make something happen with the full court.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Markkinen, also Williams out there, and it's Dantley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You know, DB, I heard some NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and them drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the officials' job harder.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves delivered in a major way. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Right wing to end the cold streak. Good defense by MP.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
That one, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
On the wing, Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from MP. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. To the right side. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
And in nailing the 3 there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by Golden State.
Flash kicks to Alston.
MP, what a fancy finish.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Collier. He's got 8. The tray.
The block. Okay. Yeah.
So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got Lauri Markkanen. He's out there with Williams. And it's Collier in at the 2. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves had a nice performance. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double-digit.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Utah. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. So on the floor for Utah. Haley out there with Filipowski. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Peterson in at the 2. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves delivered in a major way. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Thanks, as always, Allie, for that great report. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Yo. Stay down, came up, God made a way. Stay down, came up, God made a way. Stay down, came up, God made a way. Let me tell you about it. Yo. Yo. Whoa. Stay down, came up, God made a way. Yo. Whoa. 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 Holy. Yes. Huh. Huh. Whoa. Pull up on. Look at the clean, look at the beam, I'm shining. Look at the clean.
There's a minute 26 left in the first half. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in. But he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first half of basketball. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's MP in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. To the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. You look at Cleveland, they've come down in the rankings a little, landing in the 5th spot for now.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves delivered in a major way. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry.
Had a mean pass with a mix of a life of that green cash. In a V-class, they were cruising around with that ski. I'm Mr. Too Sliver. Like I'm He-Man, so I'm with the shark. He with the fish. I'm a grown man. Straight out the building. I'm the big. Caution sign on my neck.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Too Ski. Matter of fact, call me Mr. Taste That Cheese. Girls on my wrist, cost like 10 G's. I feel like Buzz, got all these clearance on my teeth.
Windows 5%, can't even see his knee. I done missed a couple plays, niggas don't need me. Put me in the game, on the MVP. Take you out there, Yoda, put you in a MG. I can't kill you, she know I'm the beast for the street.
Wait a second,
Stay down, came more. Look at the gleam, look at the beam, I'm shining. Look at the time.
What are the next things? What are the next? Yeah.
Everything of the oil. I'm starting with kids.
54 seconds left in the first half. MP out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Richards in at center. That's the Warriors 5. Now, here's it.
That's a young, creative mind right there. Getting key, doing work.
There's 38 seconds left here in the second.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here.
On my back, but they talking in your kids. They don't even make the ask, cause they know what it is. Try to keep a strap, but the numbers on my bed. It's the damage, gotta stop.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Bailey. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Peterson in at the shooting guard position. Here's Bailey. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Russell from outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Richards has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, MP was not going to waste that opportunity, showing everybody what he's capable of off the dribble.
to the middle. Outside to Russell. Can they get it? No good on the buzzer beaters. And so it's the Golden State Warriors showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back after this word.
What it is, and it's time to stop. But the numbers on my bed, it's the thing that gotta stop. No, we don't win.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
This dunk contest is going to be legit. We've got some athletes, boy.
You're right, man. Some serious high rises in this.
And next, let's talk about our game. MP has been stellar so far.
Carrying the team at the offensive end, MP is the MVP right now.
Yeah, the scoring, the consistency of effort, no quit. When others are just tired, he's just warming up.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
He is giving the fans exactly what they came to see. He is a human highlight reel.
A moment here for an injury report.
Hey guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Jazz. It seems like there's a little tingling and swelling around the tailbone, and they're addressing it now. The current expectation is he will be able to make a full recovery in a short amount of time. And guys, I'm told he will be able to play if necessary.
Okay, thanks for that. And now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Well, sometimes those injuries come at a tough time.
Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Nick Richards. Then it's MP, then it's Michael Porter, and it's Majemski in at the three. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves delivered in a major way. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything